Hey there, friends. Picture this. It's 6:30 inches the morning, your alarm goes off, and before you've even had your first cup of coffee, you're already reaching for your wallet or your phone to tap pay for something small that feels completely normal. Maybe it's that daily coffee run, the quick online purchase, or swiping your credit card for groceries because your checking account is running a little low. Meanwhile, the truly wealthy seem to move through life differently. They don't stress about monthly payments, they don't lose sleep over interest charges, and their money seems to multiply while everyone else is just trying to keep their head above water. Today, we're diving deep into the one thing rich people avoid like the plague, but most Americans do it every single day without even realizing the damage it's causing to their financial future. It all comes down to something so sneaky, so embedded in our daily routines, that it feels invisible until you see the numbers. That one thing is carrying and paying high-interest consumer debt, especially on credit cards and personal loans for things that don't build wealth. Rich people treat debt as a tool, but only when it's good debt. Things like mortgages on income-producing properties or loans to expand a business that generates returns higher than the interest rate. But they run from bad debt, the kind that finances lifestyles, depreciating assets, and everyday consumption. And here's why this matters so much. While you're out there, living your life, swiping for convenience or to cover shortfalls, that debt is quietly working against you through the powerful force of compound interest in reverse. Let me paint a picture with a real scenario. Imagine two people starting at age 25 with similar salaries. One, like most of us, uses credit cards for daily expenses, dinners out, new clothes, that upgraded phone on a payment plan, maybe even financing a new car because it feels necessary. The average American carries about $6,000 in credit card debt, and many pay interest rates between 18 and 25%. That means every single day you're working, a portion of your effort is going straight to the banks instead of your own future. Now contrast that with the wealthy person who pays off their cards in full every month, never letting a balance roll over. They understand that interest isn't just a small fee, it's money that could have been invested in their 401 con, a Roth IRA, or even a brokerage account, where compound interest works for them instead of against them. Think about how this plays out over time. If you're paying 22% interest on a credit card balance, you're essentially giving the bank a guaranteed return that most professional investors would kill for. The rich avoid this trap entirely because they live by one core principle: never spend money you haven't earned yet on things that lose value. They might drive nice cars, but often those are paid in cash or leased strategically through business entities. They understand the difference between assets and liabilities in a way that most people never learn. An asset puts money in your pocket, like dividend-paying stocks or rental properties. A liability takes money out, like that financed SUV sitting in your driveway that drops thousands in value the moment you drive it off the lot. Every day you choose the liability route, you're making the banks richer and your own net worth smaller. Now, let's talk about the hidden costs that go beyond just the interest payments. Carrying consumer debt tanks, your FICO score, which affects everything from mortgage rates to insurance premiums and even job opportunities in some fields. The IRS doesn't care about your credit card minimum payments when tax season comes, but those payments mean you have less money to contribute to tax-advantaged accounts like your 401k or health savings account. Rich people maximize these vehicles because they've avoided the debt drag that keeps most families living paycheck to paycheck. I've seen it in client stories time and time again, people making six figures who feel broke because their lifestyle is financed with plastic, versus millionaires who maintain relatively modest spending habits and let their investments do the heavy lifting. The psychology behind this is fascinating too. Consumer culture trains us to seek instant gratification. That dopamine hit from buying something new feels good in the moment, but rich people have trained themselves to delay gratification for much bigger rewards down the road. They ask themselves a simple question before any purchase: will this make me richer or poorer over time? If it's daily coffee, they might still enjoy it, but they calculate the latte factor the way $5 a day becomes nearly $2,000 a year. And with compound growth in the market at 8%, that's real money that could be working for their retirement instead of disappearing into thin air. Breaking free from this cycle isn't about becoming a monk or never enjoying life. It's about being intentional with your daily decisions. Start by tracking where your money actually goes for 30 days. You'll be shocked at how those small, automatic choices add up. Then, focus on attacking high-interest debt aggressively, maybe using the debt snowball or avalanche method, while building an emergency fund so you never have to rely on credit cards again. The wealthy don't avoid all debt, they avoid the kind that doesn't create value. They might use leverage in real estate because the property appreciates and generates rental income, but they would never finance a vacation or luxury goods. As you begin shifting these daily habits, something powerful happens. Your money starts working harder for you. Even small changes, like cooking more meals at home, negotiating bills, or automating investments into low-cost index funds, create momentum. Over 10, 20, or 30 years, the difference between someone who avoids bad debt and someone trapped in it is the difference between financial freedom and financial stress. One path leads to waking up without checking your bank balance in fear. The other leads to building generational wealth, where your children inherit assets instead of liabilities. So here's my challenge to you today. Look at your last 30 days of spending. Identify where consumer debt or unnecessary daily expenses are creeping in, and make a commitment to change just one habit this week. Pay off that smallest credit card, switch to cash for discretionary spending, redirect even $50 a month into your retirement account. The rich aren't smarter than you, they just make different decisions consistently over time. You have the power to do the same. Start today, stay consistent, and watch how your financial story transforms from one of survival to one of abundance. This is your money, your future, and it all begins with avoiding that one destructive daily habit that the wealthy figured out long ago. I'll see you in the next video now. Go make it happen.